Wait, so what happened with the Delta video?
No, I did it. That was an interesting shoot. It actually took 2 planes to get it all done because like setting up a shot in a little tiny shitter is like hard enough, but then like getting all the angles and everything you wanted was crazy. I'm like dropping like mashed potatoes on the floor, so I'm like kicking off my sandals and gripping my feet like an ape trying to pick it up so I can like throw in the toilet so I don't get like bounced out of the plane and all that. It was a crazy little shoot, but only like 2 days afterwards did they find me. I don't know how they found me, but they found me because I don't have my name linked to anything. But they found me, and then that was that. So it's a no fly for them, but only them. So,
So you're
plenty
telling me
other airlines.
you're
And
banned from life, though. They said you can never come on this plane ever again.
we've talked, and it's not going to be for life. So
Because why? Listen, Delta's a good airline, but why is it a crime to cook food on a plane? I mean, I guess you brought the battery. Like, what was their biggest complaint? Because if I made instant mashed potatoes, who cares on a plane? People make ramen and stuff.
Their biggest thing was this. When it came down to it, is they said you're opening it up for everybody to try to start doing this kind of bullshit, and we can't have that. So for what you've taught the people to do, we're gonna spank you. And I guess I could see that. I mean, it was a fun video to make. Don't get me wrong. I had my blood pumping the whole time. I had a who with it, but I could understand it. And that was one of the few videos where I fucked up because I'm very, very, very careful about trying not to get anybody's logos or even the hotel rooms or like the room itself with the beds and stuff because it gives away where I am. So I'm very careful about that. But with that Delta one, I put their logo on there, and that was my bad. I messed up on that one.
Well, I know. Are you worried about one of these like Hampton Inns or Holiday Inn Expresses or wherever you're staying at? I can tell you're staying at these 3-star hotels. Basically, that's kind of what it looks like. Are you worried?
Yeah, they're not bad.
No, they're not bad at all. I stay at a Hampton Inn all the time. But are you ever worried about, do you get the kind of adrenaline rush from that? Because I go and I confront a lot of politicians and I do public stunts, and I love the adrenaline rush before, like you felt before the airplane video. But like, I would be afraid to smoke in my hotel room. I couldn't imagine actually smoking a brisket or something like you do in your hotel room.
So some of the stuff is like nothing to me. Like that meatball video that you just watched, which actually it just got picked up by a German show. They wanted to play that. But it was weird. I got a call out from Germany on that one. But stuff like that doesn't faze me. Or when I'm using the sous vide, that doesn't faze me because really that's no different than running like a coffee pot or something like that. And the way I think of it is like almost every hotel has a microwave in it, right? And if you're good with a microwave, you could pretty much cook anything that you want to fucking cook, if you know what you're doing with it. So that allows cooking in a room. So I just take it to a little bit more of an extreme. But the stuff that gets, my blood pumping a little bit like you're talking is the stuff that was just plain stupid to do. Like when I used a metal trash can to fry like, a whole chicken. Was that my safest, best idea? No, it really wasn't. How thick was the metal can? Was it strong enough? Was it leak proof? Is it going to leak onto the coils? That kind of stuff. Yeah, I had another one.
Wait, that's dangerous. But I just had to cut you off real quick. That's brilliant, though. If they have a microwave, then how can they get mad at you for cooking? I'm just saying, I had to cut you off. You're a genius, dude. Barfly, you're a freaking genius. All the people that are I'm saying all the people he's cooking in a room. Why is there a microwave if I can't cook in the room, you idiot?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sick of these haters.
That's exactly it. That's why that part never bothered me. What about the smell? What about this? What about that? And I love Indian cuisine. I love Indian cuisine. And I've never gone to a hotel where I haven't gone by one room that just reeks of Indian because somebody cooking in there, man. That's your little house for a day. That's where you get to live. So
Lila
do what you want.
Lila wants to ask. Lila's a big fan.
So were you always
Lila.
hi, you're amazing, by the way. Were you always just cooking and eating and then you just had this idea to start filming it?
Yeah, with the group I was working with, there was a couple hundred of us. And, it's just my idea like, hey, this will be kind of fun. I could show people what I do when I'm on the road. It was something I was known with before I was even making TikToks. Like, after like my first year of being on the road, I started like dissecting like beer cans and opening them up and making little frying pans on top of the iron. And like, I remember the first time I made like pork, El Pastor, and I'm like, oh my God, I cooked it on an iron. This is definitely going to give me the worms or something like that. I'm going to be scooting carpet, But it worked out, you know. So it started off like kind of simply, and then also I went through like phases of having a little electric skillet, and then having things like microwave ware, stuff like that, and all that was kind of all right. But the thing is it came down to this. Like, I'm a married man, I got a family, so when I'm done working for the day, it's not like I'm going out hunting for chicks or anything like that. It's like I'm in my room, and I've never been a guy to watch TV or really even movies. I don't dig on that stuff. So I was looking for creative outlets, and I just started coming up with like funky, funny ways to like cook. And I sent it to a couple of friends, and I was getting like, I'd get all geeked out if I got like 1,400 views or something. I'd be like, boom, 1,400 people looking at my shit. This is rad. And then like I did a pizza, and all of a sudden I had like a 1.5 million, then 3 million, and 5 million. I'm like, holy shit, what's going on here? And then I started thinking, well, maybe we could play around with this a little more. So I did, and that's kind of the origin, how it started.
I'm so fly, I'm aligned with the planes. My grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself